live. Go live. Go live. Oh. Go. Go live. Go live. Go live. Go. Go live. Go live. Go live. Go live. Just had a great idea, actually. Let's do that. Actually, have the time. Might as well. Go live. Go. Oh. Live. Oh. Actually, no. That's not actually not. Let's do that. Probably not. Partially good idea, not fully a good idea. Go live. Okay, are we ready? We've been live for already 2 minutes and haven't done anything yet. What's up, everybody? Go live. What's up? What's up? So you see the book. That means today I'm taking notes. All right, chat. Y'all ready? Y'all got y'all notes? Y'all ready to take notes? I think I'm gonna I want to move y'all so y'all are closer to audio, right? So y'all can pick up the audio better, right? But there's nothing on this wall over here though. There's nothing on this wall, so I don't want y'all to stare at this wall. I feel like playing enough in my background as it is, you know. So just let me know how the audio sounds. We're gonna be playing it out loud again. I was trying to get y'all set up to the computer. It's a little convoluted at the moment. Needs a little work to do to make this work out properly. But without further ado, welcome to tonight's One Year Bible Read. Where is this in Germany? I have no idea, but I've been in Germany though. I've been in Germany. It's really nice, actually. Really nice. But yeah, 1 Year Bible Read Day 339 in a row, not 69, it's crazy. That'd be more than 365 days. 339 days in a row. So thank you for joining me. And without further ado, we're gonna get into our audio listen tonight. What's up with you, Snowy? Hi, nice to meet you. Get into our audio listen tonight. I got my notebook because I'm ready to take my notes tonight. Because it's a listen night, right? So I need to take my notes. I hope you have notebooks ready. Hope y'all ready to take notes. Hope y'all ready to take something away from this tonight. Welcome to tonight's daily 1 Year Bible Read, day 339 in a row on the Limitless Core channel and on Core Extended. All right, without further ado, time to hit play. Time to hit play. December 6th.
Hear the word of the Lord, December 6th,
Yep.
from Hosea, chapter 4. Hear the word of the Lord, O people of Israel. The Lord has brought charges against you, saying, there is no faithfulness, no kindness, no knowledge of God in your land. You make vows and break them. You kill and steal and commit adultery. There is violence everywhere, one murder after another. That is why your land is in mourning and everyone is wasting away. Even the wild animals, the birds of the sky, and the fish of the sea are disappearing.
Audio.
Don't point your finger at someone else and
Audio.
try to pass the blame. My complaint, you priests, is with you. So you will stumble in broad daylight, and your false prophets fall with you in the night, and I will destroy Israel, your mother. My people are being destroyed because they don't know me.
Right.
Since you priests refuse to know me, I refuse to recognize you as my priests. Since you have forgotten the laws of your God, I will forget to bless your children. The more priests there are, the more they sin against me. They have exchanged the glory of God for the shame of idols. When the people bring their sin offerings, the priests get fed. So the priests are glad when the people sin. And what the priests do, the people also do. So now I will punish both priests and people for their wicked deeds. They will eat and still be hungry. They will play the prostitute and gain nothing from it, for they have deserted the Lord to worship other gods. Wine has robbed my people of their understanding.
What's
They
up,
ask a
Luke
piece of wood
Cage?
for advice. They think a stick will tell them the future. Longing after idols has made them foolish. They have played the prostitute, serving other gods and deserting their God. They offer sacrifices to idols on the mountaintops. They go up into the hills to burn incense in the pleasant shade of oaks, poplars, and terebinth trees. That is why your daughters turn to prostitution and your daughters-in-law commit adultery. But why should I punish them for their prostitution and adultery? For your men are doing the same thing, sinning with whores and shrine prostitutes. Oh, foolish people, you refuse to understand, so you will be destroyed. Though you, Israel, are a prostitute, may Judah avoid such guilt. Do not join the false worship at Gilgal or Beth-aven, even though they take oaths there in the Lord's name. Israel is stubborn, like a stubborn heifer. Should the Lord feed her like a lamb in a lush pasture? Leave Israel alone, because she is married to idolatry. When the rulers of Israel finish drinking, off they go to find some prostitutes. They love shame more than her. So a mighty wind will sweep them away. Their sacrifices to idols will bring them shame. Hear this, you priests. Pay attention, you leaders of Israel. Listen, you members of the royal family. Judgment has been handed down against you, for you have led the people into a snare by worshiping the idols at Mizpah and Tabor. You have dug a deep pit to trap them at Acacia Grove, but I will settle with you for what you have done. I know what you are like, O Ephraim. You cannot hide yourself from me, O Israel. You have left me as a prostitute leaves her husband. You are utterly defiled. Your deeds won't let you return to your God. You are a prostitute through and through, and you do not know the Lord. The arrogance of Israel testifies against her. Israel and Ephraim will stumble under their load of guilt. Judah too fall with them. When they come with their flocks and herds to offer sacrifices to the Lord, they will not find him, because he has withdrawn from them. They have betrayed the honor of the Lord, bearing children that are not his. Now their religion will devour them along with their wealth. Sound the alarm in Gibeah. Blow the trumpet in Ramah. Raise the battle cry in Beth-aven. Lead on into battle, O warriors of Benjamin. One thing is certain, Israel. On your day of judgment, you will become a heap of rubble. The leaders of Judah have become like thieves, so I will pour my anger on them like a waterfall. The people of Israel will be crushed and broken by my judgment, because they are determined to worship idols. I will destroy Israel as a moth consumes wool. I will make Judah as weak as rotten wood. When Israel and Judah saw how sick they were, Israel turned to Assyria, to the great king there, but he could neither nor cure them. I will be like a lion to Israel, like a strong young lion to Judah. I will tear them to pieces. I will carry them off, and no one will be left to rescue them. Then I will return to my place until they admit their guilt and turn to me. For as soon as trouble comes, they will earnestly search for me. The book of 2 John. Greetings. This letter is from John, the elder.
Andrea.
I am writing to the chosen lady, to her children, whom I love in the truth, as does everyone else who knows the truth, because it lives in us and will be with us forever. Grace, mercy, and peace, which come from God the Father and from Jesus Christ, the Son of the Father, will continue to be with us who live in truth and love. Live in the truth. How happy I was to meet some of your children and find them living according to the truth, just as the Father commanded. I am writing to remind you, dear friends, that we should love one another. This is not a new commandment, but one we have had from the beginning. Love means doing what God has commanded us, and he has commanded us to love one another, just as you heard from the beginning. I say this because deceivers have gone out into the world. They deny that Jesus Christ came in a body. Such a person is a deceiver and an antichrist. Watch out that you do not lose what we have worked so hard to achieve. Be diligent so that you receive your full reward. Anyone who wanders away from this teaching has no relationship with God, but anyone who remains in the teaching of Christ has a relationship with both the Father and the Son. If anyone comes to your meeting and does not teach the truth about Christ, don't invite that person into your home or give any kind of encouragement. Anyone who encourages such people becomes a partner in their evil work. conclusion. I have much more to say to you, but I don't want to do it with paper and ink, for I hope to visit you soon and talk to you face to face. Then our joy will be complete. Greetings from the children of your sister, chosen by God. Psalm 125. Those who trust in the Lord are as secure as Mount Zion. They will not be defeated, but will endure forever. Just as the mountains surround Jerusalem, so the Lord surrounds his people, both now and forever. The wicked will not rule the land of the godly, for then the godly might be tempted to do wrong. O Lord, do good to those who are good, whose hearts are in tune with you. But banish those who turn to crooked ways, O Lord. Take them away with those who do evil. May Israel have peace. From Proverbs. If a wise person takes a fool to court, there'll be ranting and ridicule, but no satisfaction. The bloodthirsty hate blameless people, but the upright seek to help them. Fools vent their anger, but the wise quietly hold it back. December 7, from Hosea, chapter 6. Come, let us return to the Lord. He has torn us to pieces. Now he will heal us. He has injured us. Now he will bandage our wounds. In just a short time, he will restore us so that we may live in his presence. Oh, that we might know the Lord. Let us press on to know him. He will respond to us as surely as the arrival or the coming of rains in early spring. O Israel and Judah, what should I do with you? Asks the Lord. For your love vanishes like the morning mist and disappears like dew in the sunlight. I sent my prophets to cut you to pieces, to slaughter you with my words, with judgments as inescapable as light. I want you to show love, not offer sacrifices. I want you to know me more than I want burnt offerings. But like Adam, you broke my covenant and betrayed my trust. Gilead is a city of sinners, tracked with footprints of blood. Priests form bands of robbers, waiting in ambush for their victims. They murder travelers along the road to Shechem and practice every kind of sin. Yes, I have seen something horrible in Ephraim and Israel. My people are defiled by prostituting themselves with other gods. Oh, Judah, a harvest of punishment is also waiting for you, though I wanted to restore the fortunes of my people. I want to heal Israel, but its sins are too great. Samaria is filled with liars. Thieves are on the inside and bandits on the outside. Its people don't realize that I am watching them. Their sinful deeds are all around them, and I see them all. The people entertain the king with their wickedness, and the princes laugh at their lies. They are all adulterers, always aflame with lust. They are like an oven that is hot while the baker is kneading the dough. On royal holidays, the princes get drunk with wine, carousing with those who mock them. Their hearts are like an oven blazing with intrigue. Their plot smolders through the night, and in the morning it breaks out like a raging fire. Burning like an oven, they consume leaders. They kill their kings one after another, and no one cries to me for help. The people of Israel mingle with godless foreigners, making themselves as worthless as a half-baked cake. Worshipping gods has sapped their strength, but they don't even know it. Their hair is gray, but they don't realize they're old and weak. Their arrogance testifies against them. They don't return to the Lord their God or even try to find him. The people of Israel have become like silly, witless doves, first calling to Egypt, then flying to Assyria for help. But as they fly about, I will throw my net over them and bring them down like a bird from the sky. I will punish them for all the evil they do. What sorrow awaits those who have deserted me. Let them die, for they have rebelled against me. I wanted to redeem them, but they have told lies about me. They do not cry out to me with sincere hearts. Instead, they sit on their couches and wail. They cut themselves, begging foreign gods for grain and new wine, and they turn away from me. I trained them and made them strong, yet now they plot evil against me. They look everywhere except to the Most High. They are as useless as a crooked bow. Their leaders will be killed by their enemies because of their insolence toward me. And then the people of Egypt will laugh at them. Sound the alarm. The enemy descends like an eagle on the people of the Lord, for they have broken my covenant and revolted against my law. Now Israel pleads with me, help us, for you are our God.
What's up, Launch?
The people
How
of
you doing?
Israel
Nice to
have
meet you.
rejected what is good, and now their enemies will chase after them. The people have appointed kings.
Oops, sorry, chat. I've read into December the 7th. Let's go back to 30
Who turn to crooked ways, O
Proverbs.
Lord. Take them away with those who do evil. May Israel have peace. From Proverbs. If a wise person takes a fool to court, there will be ranting and ridicule, but no satisfaction. The bloodthirsty hate blameless people, but the upright seek to help them. Fools vent their anger, but the wise quietly hold it back.
Okay. Let's write this on the side. That seems like a very good night to wrap this up. Here we go. Beautiful to just read today, man. I got some notes. We're gonna talk about notes and everything after prayer really quickly. But I'm listening, man. You know, I really like listening more than I like reading out loud myself. I feel like I can just listen better that way. But let's get into prayer structure really quickly, chat. Right? Let's get into what's up, right? Like a diamond. What's up, man? Good to see you. Drawing? No, not drawing. No, I'm not drawing. I was writing my notes from today's. What's up from New York? Nice to meet you, LaRusso. I know a Russo, but not a LaRusso. That's a new one for me. Okay, that was terrible. All right, let's get into the prayer structure breakdown really quickly though. From Canada. Wow, that's crazy. How's it over there in Canada? Y'all are y'all really nice? What's up? What's up? Nice to see you again. Nice to see you. I saw you yesterday. You gave me like 2K likes on my stream yesterday. I really appreciate that. It was pretty funny. But prayer structure really quick, right? So what's up, honey bun? Okay. But so the first part about prayer and prayer structure is the main part is to pray as much as possible, right? Because this is how you build your relationship with God, and this is how you build your faith and your understanding of how fast and how good God is. Praying more often, right? So that's why I always start with this as number one: pray as often as possible. Pray during any situation. You don't have to wait till you go back home to pray. You don't have to go do something else to go pray. You can do it right there in the moment, right? It's just take that back during maybe a frustrating moment and just being like, okay, God, I need some help. Can you give me a way up forward? Can you show me the direction I need to be going right now? Can you help me out? And then, you know, God hears you. The more often you do it, the more you're going to realize that God is hearing you and that He's already making these ways happen. And then you'll be more aware of how often God is actually making a way in your life. So you choose to do that more often, right? You'll choose, instead of just being frustrated and doing whatever thing comes to your mind in that moment, right? You'll choose to take a step back in the future, talk to God first, and then let Him start to make stuff happen, right? And then you'll notice that this is being made happen. So that's number one, right? Number two is the purpose is to release your burdens, right? So whatever things you're carrying around, whatever baggage, whatever things that's happened to you in your past, whatever criticisms you have of other people, things that you're carrying around that are not godly things to be carrying around. God has called us to let those things go, to not carry those things around like there's some kind of badge of honor or some armor or glory. No, that's not what it is. It's actually wearing like a really torn up dress to a really nice occasion. You know, it's pretty much that's what you're doing. You're wearing a really torn up dress or a really torn up suit to a really nice occasion, and then pretending that you're wearing something nice, right? That's what you're doing in a sense. Um, and so that's me yesterday, but you're out. You're wrapping up. I'm not done yet. Oh, that's my fault. Hey, we here. We got at least 15 more minutes. And me right here. I'm here to listen. You know. Um, but um, when you release the burdens, right? It's like wearing that beautiful dress. It's like having on that really nice tux and showing as you are, right? Not as a person who was trying to hide so many things, but a person who is comfortable as they are, comfortable in their own skin, comfortable to be who they are right now, right? So, um, but that's why you pray. You pray. You actually tell the truth in your prayers, so that you actually do release these burdens you've been carrying around, right? Um, when you tell the truth about it, when you actually sit with it and actually come to like an actual true feeling, you know, it may not be the first thing that comes to your mind. Maybe you sit with it for a bit and then you actually come to an actual realization of what it actually was. But when you sit and actually do that and you take care of business, then you'll feel so much better. And that brings us all the way around back to number three. After you practice it as much as possible, um, you know, you'll feel so much better. When you do this and you practice this and you keep on doing this, you know, you'll feel so much better. And let's read what Sean Wright said. I was in the hotel with my son for a few weeks. Open doors, and I'm in a small. I don't know what that means. That how. But I'm happy. I feel like you're saying something worked out. I feel like you're saying that something worked out. I may not quite understand your method. Okay, okay. Congratulations. Yay. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. That's what we want to hear, man. That's what we want to hear. I'm happy for you. I'm glad y'all are in a better place. I'm glad you're in a better situation. I'm glad things, you know, starting to work out, you know. You know, keep on praying, keep on acknowledging when God is making a way in your life, you know, when God does these things, keep acknowledging those things, being grateful for those things, and you know, always remember, that's the end of our discussion tonight, but I'll just say that right now. Always remember, always remember where your help comes from. We've been saying this a lot recently, but always remember where your help comes from. And it looks like you know where your help comes from, Sean, so hey, that's all that matters. And now it's time for our prayer. So hey, this is it. Hey, I like to hear that right there. Now it's time for prayer. All right, so let's go ahead and get right to prayer. Let's be honest and tell the truth. So whatever's going on, whatever situation, I don't care how embarrassing it is. Telling me, you're not telling nobody else. You're talking to the only person who's not going to judge you, right? So, whatever it is that's bothering you, get into a real prayer, tell the real truth, get into your real heart, let it all go. Open yourself up to be able to be, you know, helped and changed and you know, grown. So, give yourself this opportunity, right? So, now it's time for tonight's prayer, everybody, right? It's time for tonight's prayer. So God, everybody do your own prayer. I'm gonna do my own prayer. I'm just praying in front of you just because, right? But your own prayer. But God, tonight, thank you for another day. Thank you for another day where my arms work, where my legs work, where my ears work, where my eyes work, where my mouth work, where my entire body works, where my spirit is here. Where you're here in my life, guiding me, helping me open doors, closing doors that don't need to be open anymore. I just want to say thank you for just working in my life. I know I still got some room to grow, definitely. But you're still so patient with me. You still have so much grace for me, and you still show me every day that I'm not here alone. I'm not by myself. And even though my heart might have been hard for a bit in my life, you've been slowly, but surely, you know, bringing me back to who I know myself to be, and I'm truly grateful for that. Now I want to say thank you for your generational wisdom and application of generational wisdom. I'll say thank you for generational clarity and application of generational clarity. I'll say thank you for generational discernment and application of generational discernment. I'll say thank you for generational application of generational love. I'll say thank you for generational joy and application of generational joy. So thank you for generational courage and application of generational courage. I'll say thank you for generational protection and application of generational. Thank you for generational peace and application of generational peace. I'll say thank you for generational prosperity and application of generational prosperity. I'll say thank you for holding my hand in my generation come in, God. I say thank you for the application of you holding my hand in my generation come in, God. I'll say thank you for you forgiving my sins and my generation come sins, God. So thank you for forgiving my sins and my generation come sins, God. And also thank you for generational wealth and application of generational wealth. And also thank you for your generational kingdom and application of generational kingdom. In Jesus' name, amen, amen, and amen. Sorry, I kind of sped through that. I got a little emotional there. I'm not gonna lie. So I subconsciously I'd be speeding up. I got emotional when I was telling the truth there. I'm not gonna hold you. It happens, right? But sometimes I kind of speed up when that happens, right? So it is what it is what it is. It happens, right? It happens. Gotta get it out. Gotta tell the truth regardless. You feel me? It is what it is. And now let's do our little discussion piece of today's. Thank you for the light, Sean. I appreciate that. I'm bright like a diamond. Oh man. But this is day 339 of our 1 year Bible read, and it's time for a little bit of discussion about some things I wrote down while I was listening to the read today. And I'll go over these really quickly because I know y'all have things to do. Y'all have lives to live, right? I don't want to hold too long here. We gotta keep these about 30 minutes long if possible, right? So the first one, and what we first read about today, it was about being an example because they are watching, right? And we're talking about the generation below us, we're talking about our relatives, the people around us, we're talking about people who are trying to possibly come to God and trying to find God and looking for something to help, right? So be a good example because they are watching. What happened to the people because they weren't being a good example? Well, when you're not being a good example, that means you're falling into things that are not good for you to be doing. Honestly, correct, right? So that means something probably not that great probably happened. So be a good example for the people that's watching, yes, but also be a good example for yourself, right? Because when you're doing things you're not supposed to do, not good things happen sometimes, right? So be a good example for those people that's looking for sure, but also be a good example for yourself, right? And now this next one was not just because they were watching, but because it's what pleases God, right? All right, now the next one was, do you want to bring shame on yourself? And I kind of wrote this to myself. Do you want to bring shame on yourself? I said, no, I don't. So make the right choice. Then I asked myself, what is the right choice? And I wrote WWJD, right? See if you can guess what that means. WWJD, what would Jesus do? I said it's a meme, but it's truthful. What would Jesus do? Well, he would forgive. He would let go of the past. He would smile even when frustrated and still be just. He would love unconditionally and guide others to do the same. He would be good to his neighbors. He would probably be able to tell a good joke. He would have a good sense of humor. He would be kind and gentle, and he would have grace when you think he judge. He would have more than courage and have a still faith. And then the last part was talking about this next season. So let's read it one more time, just quickly. What would Jesus do? Well, number one, he would forgive. Number two, he would let go of the past. Number three, he would smile even when frustrated and still be just. Number four, he would love unconditionally and guide others to do the same. Number five, he would be good to his neighbors. Number six, he would probably be able to tell a good joke. Number seven, he would have a good sense of humor. Number eight, he would be kind and gentle. Number nine, he would have grace when you think he should. And number 10, he would have more than courage and have a still faith. And last piece is, don't look left or right. Remember where your help comes from. Jesus helped me always. I was just trying to remind myself where my help comes from. Notes. I was like, Jesus help me always. You feel me? And the last piece from our proverb was talking about, having the company of a fool, right? The verse was like, if you take a fool to court, and then you really nothing comes from that, right? A fool's going to be defiant regardless of whatever you try to do or whatever you try to give them, right? And now this little piece was just an interpretation of that word at the very end. Is a fool will refuse to understand or see wrongdoing in their actions, and that's what leads the fool to their fall, right? My internet froze for some reason. But let's do it one more time. A fool will refuse to understand or see wrongdoing in their actions, and that's what leads to the fall, right? We don't want to be the fool in these stories. We don't want to be the one that falls, right? We want to be that good, right? Because they are watching, but not only just because they are watching, but because that's how you take care of yourself, right? If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then you're probably taking care of yourself, right? So, I don't really know else how to put that. I really don't know how else to put that. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're probably taking care of yourself. And if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're probably not taking care of yourself, right? So, I don't know how else to put. All right, but let's read these 10 one more time, right? What would this do? Jesus, he would forgive. He would let go of the past. He would smile even when he was frustrated and still be just. He would love unconditionally and guide others to do the same. Be good to his neighbors. He would probably be able to tell a good joke, for sure. He would have a good humor, definitely. He would be kind and gentle, for sure. He would have grace when you think he should judge. He would have more than courage and have a still faith. And, I really say this a lot because I feel like this is very important. But remember where your help comes from. What happened to all the people in all our stories that we've been listening to from all their past actions. Every one of them failed when they forgot who was them. When they started thinking it was them that was doing everything. Every one of them failed, right? So we don't want to be the fallen. We don't want to be the fallen, right? That's not what we want to be, right? So don't forget where help comes from. It's very important. All right. I know I stutter a lot. You're gonna have to get used to it. It's okay, man. It's okay. Stutter is a part of life. I feel like everybody has ever stuttered one time, right? So don't judge me for my stuttering. It's okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. But it is time to wrap up another stream, another successful one stream complete. Day 339 has been in the history books. Now. And now it's time for the outro, the best outro on the internet. Let's go. If you heard it, you gotta say it with me. And if you haven't, it's okay. You get to hear it for the first time. You feel me? So, are you ready? We all got that limitless core, baby. I appreciate you. I might love you, but I'm for sure glad you woke up today. Thank you for joining me for another One Year Bible Read on the Limitless Core channel and on Core Extended. I truly do appreciate you. And if you don't know this, your presence is the most valuable thing you have. So the fact that you spent any of that with me, I'm truly grateful for. Whether that was for a minute, whether that was for a second, whether that was for a millisecond, or whether you've been here for a while now rocking with me, whatever we do on the channel, I'm truly appreciative of the fact that you spent any of your presence with me. And I hope you have a blessed rest of your night because I'm going to have a blessed rest of mine. See you. I'm out of here tomorrow for day 340 in a row. I'm going to see you next time. Have a great night and a blessed night. See you tomorrow, everybody. Love you. Oh, I forgot to do it. And I have a prayer. Gotta tell my neighbors I love you, neighbor over here. I love you, neighbor over there as well. Oh, I almost forgot. Sorry, forget. Y'all have a great night. Oh my goodness.